in our show, which is my favorite section because it's the section you guys make up. It's your audience questions, and for that we're going to bring out Booth Bag.
How's it going, guys? Welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Great. Thanks for coming to my show. Anytime to have you on my show. Right, fans?
Woo!
Yeah. See?
We love you.
I heard it. Here's some questions for you guys that the audience came up with. Nicole, was there anything Fabian wanted to put in Cable and Deadpool that you wouldn't let him do?
Yes.
Like what?
There were a few things. One was, well, a few years ago, Marvel did a big crossover event called House of M. And Marvel got into some trouble because an artist drew an image of Magneto that it turned out looked just like the official portrait of the King of Spain.
Why did it look just like the official portrait?
Because I believe it was referenced from the official portrait.
Nice reference is a nice editorial way of saying copied.
I wasn't there when the guy drew it, so I can't speak to that.
It was traced from a portrait of the King of Spain.
It's a weird source for your art.
I copy everything from the team.
Yeah. Lifestyle.
Magneto, he's very regal.
Yeah.
In that story. And so, so Fabian wanted to make a joke about it. I think there was Deadpool looked at someone's portrait and said, "Oh, you look just like the King of," and
Couldn't do it.
It was funny, but yeah, we weren't allowed to keep it because the wound was still fresh.
The lawyers were still bleeding. They run around the halls all apoplectic about stuff like that.
I think the only thing I wasn't, what she told me not to put in besides the blood splatter was Domino's tiara that had to go.
We both, I think you were with me on that. We did not like it. Riley drew
Domino's pizza.
Riley drew the character Domino, and she was wearing a tiara, which I just did not personally
That
care
was her character design. What am I supposed to do?
And usually I'm pretty objective, I think. But in this particular instance, I just felt like I had to exercise my editorial discretion and say no to the tiara.
I just didn't have updated reference, I guess. But
You were going by the original Rob Liefeld tiara design.
yeah,
mercenary.
I was going from the Princess of Spain.
Yeah.
And
One other thing that that I might mention about something that I told Fabian he couldn't do. I think it was in a letters page, and this is an adult audience, right? All over 18.
There's
It's a mature audience, it's an adult audience, that's for sure.
You don't know what I'm going to say, do you?
Probably not. I don't remember any of this stuff.
Because it burns in my memory still, but to you, it's
traumatized.
You don't even know. It's really hot up here.
He had Deadpool making a joke about an ex-girlfriend and then comparing, like making some sort of comparison to a tuna sandwich and a memory about it.
No, I did not. All right, she talked me into it. I might have done that. So you have to understand, Nicole gave me the letters pages, which Marvel was gracious enough to not pay me to do. And I would have to turn the letters around, usually in about 5.5 minutes. And so I just typed, and oftentimes with Deadpool, I don't think too much about what he's saying. I just say.
I think it probably took me like a good 2 or 3 times as long to edit those letters pages as it did.
It was certainly stream of consciousness.
So much swearing.
Yeah.
Okay. This is
Don't
for
ask
you.
their permission.
I know I need
You
it.
got the costume.
Listen,
You do what you gotta do.
You're right. You're so right.
You're right. Package.
He wanted to see if he really did have the
So you're the one with the package. And he's right. Stand up. Okay. How's that Batman Confidential art comic coming along?
Well, it came from Kevin McGuire,
Probably.
the artist in the audience who's supposed to be drawing it. Let's put it this way: it's a Batgirl story, and Kevin started it before Batgirl was shot and left in a wheelchair. So that's he just gave me the finger. It's coming along slowly.
Slowly.
That's diplomatic.
What happened with that? You had a story that you had written with Batgirl, but then
No, Kevin's drawing it.
okay.
Kevin McGuire. who's in the audience, who's a friend.
I got that part.
For 20-something years, and he's an incredibly talented artist who's not very fast.
That's, okay.
And he gets distracted, like chasing a butterfly sometimes. So like something passes his window, ooh, and he stops drawing for 8 or 9 hours. So it just takes a little while to get the stuff done.
Kevin. All right. So, what was your favorite Deadpool moment that you didn't or couldn't see? That didn't see. Sorry, the live print. Like, was there anything that you had hoped
I had planned.
or had planned that didn't?
I guess story-wise?
You know, I gotta tell you, honestly, all things considered, Marvel was pretty damn lenient about letting us get away with a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
So I can't really think of too many things. You reminded me about that whole King of thing, and just kill a good joke, why don't you? But overall, I thought that they were really damn good about, and pretty good sports about the fact they got made fun of so often.
Yeah, I got my Venom dinosaur, so I'm happy. That's all I need.
Yeah, that was nice work.
Are there any stories that you would have wanted to, that you would have continued with?
Probably keeping Cable in the book would have been something I would have done. Mostly because the book is called Cable and Deadpool. It seemed a little odd to me to not have the character of Cable in the book that was
You should
called
have tried
Cable.
it without Deadpool as well.
I should have tried to get away with issue 51 without either one of them. Just keep calling it Cable and Deadpool. Marvel probably wouldn't have realized for at least 4 or 5 issues we could have kept going.
Just printed out the pages blank.
Well, what do you guys think the cancellation says about the industry? This is from Stephen Barry, comicsbulletin.com.
All
All of you can attribute your questions from now on.
I think it says that if the title character leaves the book, it's time to change the title. That's what I think it says. Both characters still have their books, so it's not, separately now. So, that's
Yeah,
all you
Steven,
got.
the book lasted 4 years, and that's about 3.5 years more than most books last nowadays. So if it says anything about the industry, is that the company was willing to publish a book that was only selling 27,000 copies for as long as they did, which is not a bad thing at all. Thank God those Red Hulks are out there and drawing the lower selling books can keep going.
Preach on, brother, preach on.
All right, that's it for audience questions. Okay, next up is a little section we like to call the Week in Geek. That is geek. There you go. All right, the Week in Geek, where we talk about stuff going on. You like that?
It's beautiful.
Thank you. I changed the music up a little this week.
Peppy, it's really peppy.
Thanks. First off, we are going to show you a teaser for Neil Gaiman's new movie that's coming out. It's being directed by Henry Selick, I guess, who directed Nightmare Before Christmas. So here's the teaser. Enjoy.
Next year. Henry Selick, the director of The Nightmare Before Christmas, and acclaimed author Neil Gaiman are hand-making something special for you in eye-popping 3D. Coraline.
You could stay here forever, if you want to.
What do you guys think about that?
I love the book. Though I will say a lot of his stuff are about girls who go in little holes in walls and then are in trouble. And then they go to get back and they're like, God, that was informative and I won't do it again. That's kind of the story, but it's nice.